And Panetta will travel to represent the Farm Work Modernization Act and its need to protect the rights of farm workers. Action News reporter Alani Latang talked with the two before they head out to Washington, D.C.
I came to the United States and I didn't go to like regular high school like any children do. I started working at the fields when I was like 13 years old. Paso Robles area, vineyards, tomatoes, strawberries, all of that.
Now a dreamer under the DACA Act and a recent college graduate, Pablo Perez did that type of agriculture work for the next 16 years, undocumented, alongside his parents.
You're going to work and you have siblings. My parents, they have their children and they are scared if something is going to happen over there and they're not going to come back at home and see their children again.
Pablo migrated from Mexico in 2001 when he was 11 years old, he says, because his parents wanted a better life and opportunities.
I feel like we got that because we have a job. We got that because we have the opportunity to have food on our table. At the same time, it's very difficult because you live in fear. You live in the chattel, like that you cannot be free like other people do.
Representative Jimmy Panetta introduced a bill that could take out some of the deportation fears, and it's why the congressman is taking Pablo to President Donald Trump's State of the Union address Tuesday. Together, they plan to exemplify the need for the legislation.
I think this administration needs to understand that we are a country of immigrants. We are a country of people who are willing to take the risk to come here to give themselves and give their family a better life. And somehow those values are missing in this administration.
The Farm Work Modernization Act is twofold, passing in the House of Representatives. On one end of the bill, it protects farm workers and ensures a farm workforce by allowing workers to eventually qualify for U.S. citizenship. On the other end, it will modernize the existing H-2A process. H-2A is a program that allows for ag companies to hire non-U.S. citizen workers to come here for seasonal work. The new Farm Act bill will speed up the process and open up for year-long workers.
Right now, with the lack of immigration that we're seeing, because what you see is not many Americans are going to step up and do that work.
It's something that the people who work in the field deserve because they work hard. They wake up like 4 o'clock in the morning and they work like every day in extremely heat sometimes.
It's the image of California's Central Coast Pablo and Panetta want to show President Trump and the rest of the nation.
Send the message that we need to this bill pass in order to continue to work in this country or to be like, to not be anymore in the chattels.
In Salinas, Alani Latang, KSBW Action News 8.
Pablo and Congressman Panetta will be at the State of the Union this coming Tuesday. If you want to watch it yourself, we will be airing the State of the Union address right here on KSBW and Central Coast ABC. Again, that is 6 p.m. on Tuesday.